Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines here in Falls Town. Now it feels like forever I've been saying Falls Town, and with the current population where we're at right now, it's more of Falls City, Falls Metropolis. Borderline creating our own country right now, it's getting that big. Well anyway, last episode we kind of started to build upon that brand new farm area that we got added in. We created our very own little town just outside of it, which contains a little bakery, which is now producing those sweet, delicious pastries from all of the stuff the farm right next door to it produces. We've got the super demand mod now re-enabled again, and it's just over here. It's now all up and running, looking pretty damn fabulous. A few of you guys pointed out that this here was overly clogged and trains weren't moving. Well, we kind of made a new little path to go under so someone can skip it if it's too much of a turn. So it's kind of worked out for the best. I now realise it. We've got like a little backlog over here. Oh, this train is waiting for this one to pass. And then it should move when that one's gone. That's a little fast forward. Boy! So when that disappears, that should move, right? Yes, there we go. It's on the move. Sweet. So we got a little town set up, our little town of the Strawberry, which is pretty damn cool. It's got these little dirt roads as well. And it looks pretty fabulous. It's a small little kind of a commercial centre at the bottom. And then we have our very own bakery, which is making a little bit of cash money moolah profit too. It's pretty damn dope, isn't it? I'm loving this. So is our farm also making profit? Let's find out. Oh no, clicked on the wrong thing. The plantation. 21,000 a week. That is some serious money right there. That is some serious money right there. So what are we doing today then? Well, today we're going to focus on this little side of the city for now. I've been looking at this kind of gap that we've got through the middle going down. We could create a really cool park there. So I don't know if we can actually add a secondary city park. If not, that's fine. We can just create one anyway without having to place in a park. But if we could use this area here going all the way down up to this part and this bit here, as it'll be the buffer zone between the big bunch of skyscrapers we're going to build on this side, that would be kind of heavily used and be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I've also been thinking about the only type of transport we don't have in at the moment is monorails. Now, is that something that you guys would like to see in the future? Let me know in the comment section down below. But what we're going to do first then is look at this. Let me see if I can build a secondary park. So where's these city parks now? There we go. Can I build another main building? That's kind of all I want to know. Let's kind of take it. Where can I drop this down quickly? I should be able to, right? Yeah, that's completely fine. Right, seeing as I can, I'm going to delete it again now. Oh, no. There we go. Put it back down. So as soon as we can, we're going to be adding that in momentarily. But let's first look at this, because I want, even though we've got the buffer gap there, I kind of want it over this side too. So the city park has the highway running through the middle, which means we need to add in the roads and get this kind of set up and planned for this area. So these highways are pretty close, so I don't need the big 6-lane roads like we've got on the other side. We can kind of keep it simple with these little 4-lane ones. Now, if we do add in monorails, we can add in these roads, couldn't we? Which will kind of, is that floating? Yeah, that will kind of be like how we do like where is it? Bye. There we go. It's right in front of me. How we do the ones at the tram tracks? How we going for the middle? We can do the same with this, couldn't we? It would be pretty damn dope, if you ask me. So, let's have that in mind. And what we'll do, we'll create them our little entry and exit point. I won't use those just now, but we will use those at some point if you guys want to see me add those in. So if I brought this up to about there, so that'll be our first entry point into this area. We also want a secondary one. So we'll have this over here, and we'll kind of stick this out a bit. So this will kind of go up and bend around, whereas this one will go up as well, bend around, and then come back down. So I want to create a slight loop. Now what I'll do is we'll add in how we kind of want it to look, and then we add all the bends in after. So we'll do it like this. So if I take the snapping grid off, so do it like that, to there, to there. Right, we'll add in the bends after, guys, don't worry. So I just want to kind of get set up how I want it to look. Now, this is going to be the interesting one. Do I want it to kind of go around like that? If I had it all like that, that's fine. And then have... how it connects here is going to be the big traffic problem. So maybe it is probably best that I kind of go with the 6-lane ones just here. And here. And then we create the loop around for everything else. Because that's where the traffic issues are going to get drawn in. Right. So if you have that go down. Now this is the question now. Because that's going to be the connection there. How do I have this? Do I have it bridged over and run alongside? Do I have it go here and then bridge over and then gonna go up? How do I go about doing that? Because I could have it go up here. Which would be cool, but at the same time pretty weird because it is a big slope. So what if you just ended there? And then the kind of same thing happens to this. So if this is where the connection is. So it's quite a funky path. Okay, you just have to kind of bear with that. But it gives me that gap there to run through. So let's get adding in then. Well, let me get first the rest of this. So let's put the snapping grids back on so we can use some straight lines. We'll add in the bends in just a moment. So if I brought this up in its continual way. There we go. So that goes straight in there. And then we could make a bend coming off it. But then we're going to keep that pretty solid. That runs up to there. Right, we'll see how that goes for now. So I want to create these bends. So let's delete these here. So bring that up to there. Bend it. Then delete, delete. Nice. Delete that one. That bends around. So now we got away from that kind of tight corner. We can then delete some of this. Alright, we'll delete all that as well. Alright, we can run through it fairly quick now. So this bend, coming down to there. This can be quite a tight bend now. Okay, it's not too bad. Alright, there we go. Yeah, boy. And delete that bit there. Right, there we go. It creates a nice little bend round. It's quite a cool road, that is. I really like that. So then this will have pretty much shooting straight in. So it looks like I can't get it to how I want it to go. So we'll add it in manually. Like that. Which is pretty cool. Now we could have a road that then filters down and around. How gradual is that slope? It's quite a big slope in it. So whatever goes there. But then we can treat it as if everything gets bordered around. Right, okay. I got it in my mind how it's going to work, guys. Don't worry. I mean, not like you were worrying anyway. But that's kind of the skeleton of this area. Which is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Now, it means that we can have the park entrance on this side. But let's first get the roads connected. So highways. We'll go for these 2-lane ones. And then once we got those in, both here and here, we'll set it up to where... Oh dear, that's gone weird, isn't it? We'll then set it up to where they can't turn in on itself. Oh, I had it in for a second. We just have to use the good old move it tool right now to stabilize it a little bit. And of course, make it so this can't make that turn. Same thing for this. Now that is the 2 entry points to this area. So, is it going to be enough? I don't know. It's one of those things. Because eventually we can create a bridge over this connection using this road. That's probably what it will come doing, bend and go that way. But for now we just kind of end it there. Or alternatively it could connect up to there or use that road to cross over the roundabout. It's just one of those things. We'll see what happens. But let's get in now what will be considered the next park area. So we'll have the entrance point directly up here, which would be pretty cool. We should actually create like a little road for it. Now where's a good little patch for it? That we can create like a little car park and whatnot. What's this here? 3-lane road. I like the initial road would be quite cool to add in for it. So I'm thinking, do I want it round about here? Yeah, let's add it round about here then. So let's create this going up straight to there, and then it cuts up because we can do car parks and whatnot on this. Now, is that too far over? No, we should be able to get away with that if we drop the entrance just there. And then using the zoning tool, paint park area, Emerson Hill is what it's going to be called. We're going to now paint this in. So let's get the big kind of... Oh, dear God, Seniac, calm down. You almost went crazy then, boy. So let's get the majority of it where we want it down in. And again, it's going to be quite a big area. And I'm over painting it because I want it to touch the roads, because you just never know where we're going to want in a entrance point. There we go. And we'll make it come all the way down here as well, because this is where it's going to go. It's huge. You don't understand how big this is going to be. And because it's so big and people are going to use it to walk and stuff like that, it's probably going to generate us the most cash money moolah. Obviously not right now, because of course, look at that. It's a weird. It looks like a dog. I don't like a dog running. Doesn't it? It's kind of weird. But until it would generate a lot of money. Not right now though. Until we got all the buildings around this added in. But you can see how the park filters around the whole area, which also makes me want to set this road up. So if I was to create a road that bridged over, like that, then just delete that back a bit, delete that as well. And then, is it possible to create a bend on this? Like that. To go over and to go, you know, wherever we may want it to go. But then again, there's a road going to come off there, so that kind of bridging over makes no sense at all. Really, does it? So what if I don't actually bridge it over there? What if, let's say, what if... I'm trying to think now, what would be the best option? I mean, I could just simply kill it there. I think we'll rotate. Just kind of bring that in. We'll bend it. And then quite possibly treat it as an inlet outlet road. Or an, inlet outlet. But I don't want that to be the main driving point for the traffic. That's the problem I'm kind of going with right now. Do you kind of get where I'm going with this? But then ultimately I could filter into something like this. Let's say, because another idea I could throw down is, let's say I did this. I'm trying to get a straight line in now. like that. And then these two roads here filter on up to this. So if this came down to there, and then this became... Why is that not deleting? There we go. This became that road. Oh, I've just got to remember, I've got to bridge it up. Right, let's see if this works. Yeah. And that gets filtered down into it. Or do we set the whole thing up to be that style of road? Because there's going to be a big entry point there, isn't there? Right, let's go with that instead. I know what I'm trying to do, and it seems quite complex and complicated and just like long-winded right now. But that filters down into that. And then what we could say is get these roads. Now if I have one there and one there, that filters into that. That filters into that. You see where I'm going with this? And that's how that road will work. Oh no, wrong road. And then that can keep us on this road and upgrade it to monorail if we wanted to in the future. But ultimately, the whole point of that was then to end our little park just there. Right, okay. Sweet, 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 sweet. So now we want to do all the entry points and where I want those. So we need side entrance. Small park there. Okay, side entrance. So the side entrances... Oh, I haven't finished actually painting it. I've just noticed that. So go with the smaller version here. So I kind of want it all the way up into the nooks and crannies of this area. Because obviously I want to use its path to connect it. Right, we should be good there. Right, so the first one we'll have here. Oh, no, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Sediak, you're placing the park over the park here, boy. I used the wrong entry gate there. It's this one, the side gate. So boom, that goes there. We'll have one here. Alright, oh, it's not in the park area. See the difficulty we got to go through there? Right, one there. One there. Where's our next one going to be? Right, can I squeeze it in just there? Right, space will be occupied. One there. We'll squeeze one in there. And then I think it's safe. No, we'll do one over here too. There. So again, every so often, I'm just looking down now. Every so often there is an entry point. One there, one there. Is it worth dropping one here? Yeah, of course it is. And the same thing goes for this. This park will never be complete until everything around it is added in. Because it's always going to be expanded on and more entry points are going to be added in. So that there, 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 and there. So you can see how it just continually goes around. There. So I don't expect this to be used much now. I don't expect that to be used much now at all. But it could be good. It could be good. Oh, we want something over here too to filter in this. So it is going to now go over to this area. To bring in these guys and bring them all closer. Right, and that's really, I want it there. Okay, so back to the side gates. Add in one there. Add in one there. Cannot squeeze on any of these bends there. and there. That will get rid of. Then we get rid of this path, so we can use this crossing as a way for us to make money. So get rid of that path, and let's actually now work with our path. So let's start with this one then. Create a lovely little square. Bring it up. Bring that down. Right, it's just there, the snap. There we go. We'll have to now create a nice little winding path round here and then bridge everything and connect it all up. So what we'll do is we'll do it like this. Or should we create the no, okay, we won't create the bridges just yet. So we start here and I bend it down. And you can see how I'm now wiggling it. And then from this, you know, we'll do good stuff with it. Oh, that was perfect, that little wiggle there, wasn't it? So at this point here, you can see that we're starting to lose a little bit on the spacing. But it's fine. So nice and wiggle bend, and then we'd have to like do bridges over the railway, bridges over the road, connect it all up. But it's going good. So I'll do all main connections to begin with. That's kind of dope. Isn't there another connection up here? No. Okay. So we got that in. Let's first create our bridge. Up and around there. Perfect. Our first little connection is just here. And down you go. Our next one is just here. And down you go again. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Where's the next one? Just there. So we can actually now bridge this straight across and down. No issues. Next one is... there. Yeah, I knew it was here somewhere. Now this is interesting as well, because what I'm going to do now then is bridge it up. Well, I'm going to keep it going to there. Bridge up there. Like that. But we're going to create a nice little wiggle here because there's another entrance here. So we'll create our crossovers first. There we go. And we're doing a little wiggle going down. Now the next one is just there. So page up. What have I done there? That was shocking. There we go. I didn't realise it just deleted that bit. Yeah, boy. So that's all nicely connected here. And that will get connected to a lovely jubbly. We'll create our connection over here. And that one's fine, because obviously if you want, there's no point doing one there, because there's nowhere to go straight on. It's all over this side. Well, I will create that though. So that runs through nicely on that side. We just got to do this side next. But we'll do the winding and bendy road first. So let's get close to stuff and then bend it. I kind of need to delete that bit there because that's not going to fit in how I want it to. There we go. That's the connection that your boy wants. It's going to look so damn good when we got all the trees and stuff in as well. Keep it all nice and windy and bendy. That's quite a cool little ending to it, isn't it? Right, we'll first get all these paths up then to the entrances. Until once we've done that, then we can then do the bridges to various spots. And then we can start decorating this park. So there's loads of like bridge connections we can go for as well. Which is going to be kind of dope. So we get to look at these connections now then. So one's going to be straight over here. So if I bring this up, I have to bridge it multiple times. Like that. We'll play around the move it tool to make that a little bit lower. So do a bridge connection there. A bridge connection there. One there. Beautiful. Alright, can I get one here? Yes, sir. So one there. We'll go for one here then. Nice. Then one directly there. Guys, this park is going to be so good. You have no freaking idea. And is that enough bridges? I could do a bridge going across there and connecting it up. So let's do that. Like that, that's all good. And I think that is enough bridges then. The various spots, wiggling it around. It looks so good when we got the trees in. Again, this park will grow. When we get this area in, we'll probably then bring it over this side of the highway and run it along down there. And maybe on this side too, run it up there a little bit. And then probably bring it all the way around up to here. It's going to be a very, very big park that we're going to get in. But it's one of those things, we're going to have to add it as more as we build stuff up in the city. So we've got all that in. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. We need to make this park worthwhile to go to. So you have to drop every so often something in that will spark interest and entertainment value. So we do a little bit of this every so often. The next one is the park cafe. Give them a reason to go to the park. That's the whole point of it. We have park restrooms. Get all these bad boys in. What's quite cool as well, you go for a nice little stroll in the park and then just casually a train goes past. It's quite cool, isn't it? We have the info booth. So making this place super attractive. I'm not sure how much of this... Oh, damn it. I'm not sure how much of this is going to need electricity. So there's, yeah, info booth. Drop that there. We have the large chessboard. So now I'm just kind of going for areas that are kind of open. We've got climbing frame. And we're just going to throw it down. There, and there. Right, let's keep it like that for now then. So what's the attractiveness on Emerson Hill? So, let's just quickly play it. 933. Nice! Okay, put it back into pause then. So by doing that, we can now see the buildings that require power and water, which I think at the moment is just going to be the main gate, which we need to put a car park down on anyway. So let's get that up and running. So park and plazas. Where's the car parks? Here. So we're going to go for these ones. I didn't want it to go that way either. Just the flatter version. There we go. And if we can bend the road around it now, that'll be pretty sweet. Okay, it's not enough to do what I want it to do. There we go. Just bend the car park around, and then for a little bit of extra power on this side, we use these, which you can kind of treat these as more parking in a way. Yeah, it's all there for decorative stuff. Adding those. What else needs power then? So, okay, a few little bits here need power and stuff like that. Will they complain about power straight away? Because these guys had power, didn't they? So, are they complaining about power? Because we got the power there. Okay, they're all complaining about water now. So let me just get all the water in as well. So they all need a bit of power, which is fine. We'll get that in just a second. So what I could do is just put down more buildings to link them up. Saves me from doing power grids and whatnot. Now the reason I'll do that is because until we get more buildings around this area, we can't have the, obviously we can normally have the power grid just touch them by having the buildings around, but we don't have that option available to us at the moment. So, might have to connect a few more bits and bobs. So back into the city park. We'll take, do these little gazebos take power? Let me find out by doing this. If I do this, look. There. Do they take... I don't think they do they? Or do they? No, I think they do. If that gets power now, we're sorted. Yes. Okay, they do. So we'll use these little gazebos like to pass the power along. Thus adding more attractiveness to the city park. And fooling the game into thinking there's power everywhere. It's quite smart, isn't it? Right. I do expect to miss some areas, but we're doing our best. So what doesn't have power then? So this whole side here has power. Perfect. Right, we get this area up and running. One there. What don't have power? Okay, it's now all these guys down here. Alright, drop those in. Will they be hooked up for power? Probably not. When you got to do a long chain of them, I can then see where the issues fall down. This is perfect. Adding more attractiveness and more facilities in the park. We're trying to push these along to give us the power. Messed that one up there, didn't I, boy? Right, that's all hooked up. That's not hooked up. Now it is. Question is, how far can we take these? Not sure. So they're all going to be hooked up too, apart from that last one over here. And he will be hooked up as well. So everything in the park now has beautiful, beautiful power. And there's actually people now. Did I see people walking on it? Where did I spotted them? Yeah. One there. So people are now using it. Again, it won't be heavily used until this side of the cities are all in, because we'll use these as paths to get to and from the areas. But it's going to look so damn good. So damn good. So how many people are using it now then? Where's the... There, Emerson Hill Park, whatever you want to call it. So, 278 visitors already. I wrote the price for it as well. It's a lot. The expenses are quite high, which is understandable with how big it is. But I can see this making us a ton of money. I might even turn this into the main park as well eventually. That'd be kind of dope. Right, we want to get trees and stuff down then next. So terrain. Right, brush size. Bring down the brush stroke. Let's do the splatter pattern. And we're going to pause it while we do this. So the splatter pattern here allows us to then gives us gaps still free available to place down different types of trees. So we got that type in there. We go for some darker ones now. Squeeze those in where there's gaps available, obviously. And I'm also thinking as well, some of these dark ones, we get some tall ones in some of the gaps now. That'll be quite nice to this area. Just adds that different color shade and density. Let's go for the circle on this part, as we want to really fill this area up. So it is borderline like a forest that we created. Kind of looks dope, doesn't it? Get all that added in. And then we'll finish it off with some bushes. These get into all the little nooks and crannies. And it doesn't look like much now, but when we have the city on this side, I'll leave those extra ones that we've kind of got in. I won't delete them. Even though I just deleted some of those, doesn't really matter. But once you got the other sides of the city built in, that little section here is going to look like a really great little... Look at the colour contrasting already. This is the side of the city that starts to go into the wilderness, you know, on the city edges. It's like how, you know, dark that area looks. This looks so good. So good. I'm quite excited to get all this next area all set up. And if you are too, guys, let me know in the comment section too. But this is looking pretty damn dope, the size of this brand new park. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you want to get some monorails in. Let me know if you think this is the perfect area for it, or if there should be a different side or a different part of the city that we could throw them all down. See lots of people now walking for days. It's going to be a good way of transporting people if they want to walk to and from this side of the city and over. Because of course, there's all bridges and footpaths, and because we're charging too, we can get some extra cash money moolah. Now another thing is why we've got the highway running through the middle, which adds that little extra to it. So if you was driving up this highway right now, let's go into the free camera mode. Look at the view you have going up the hill. The view you have going up the hill, going through all the trees right now. You look over to your right, you can see them big sprawling mountains and hills. To your left is the city, and you're going up, and then once you get past this, it's like, whoa, going all downhill, baby. And look at the views, man. It's quite cool, isn't it? I like this area. But I did hear the park here upgrade. It ding-a-linged. You had 500 visitors already. And it's only going to be a lot more once you get the other side of the city added in as well. So this could be a big money maker for us in the long run. I've said it hundreds of times. I don't expect it to make any money or much profit yet until we do have the whole of this side of the city set up. When we've got this park sprawling over this side and bending around to all the way down there. And the same here on this side is bending too. We could even make it go all the way up to there. I don't know if we would make it go around the airport. I'm not 100% sure. But it would kind of be cool, wouldn't it? I like the extra park we've now got added in that sprawls round. Which kind of makes me think, is there any other areas we can also get that kind of stuff to be added in? And, you know, take advantage on some cash profits of creating bridges? Because if you look around the side of all these edges, well, this kind of down here as well. The bridges going over and, the footpaths on the islands. We could turn all down here around the sides. Look how we've done there. Into parks as well. Let me know if I should do that in the comment section down below. It would mean we have to do quite a lot of demolishing on certain parts to kind of squeeze these all in. But we can make that really nice. I'm liking the colour contrast. It looks so damn good, doesn't it? I'm not sure if the video would do it justice than playing it on the actual game. But it looks freaking beautiful. So is it making profit yet? Yeah, it's now technically it's making a lot. It's making 2,000 profit, which is going to be good. But again, for the 1 gazillionth time, I'm going to say it once more. Once this side of the city is all added and kind of, placed in, you're going to think right now, we're making 4,000 a week profit, or income, should I say. And the only thing this park is good for at the moment is people just going to visit it. Once we get this side added in, people are going to be using this park to commute. And that's when the prices are really, really going to skyrocket. It's dropped a little bit there, so I think, we had like a nice little wave come in. And the price has gone down a bit. But where do you reckon the majority of them are all coming in from? It's got to be up here. Yeah, you can see I've got quite a few people walked in at that point. A few here, a few here. Where's the other entry points? Entry point just there. One just here. There's one just there. That one's not being used by much. It's a good one there, which is quite close to the thingy-mabooty-mabob. Yeah, that could cause a lot of people to come visit it as well. But it's pretty sweet. Guys, I think we're going to end it for here then. So next episode, we'll focus first then on this part of the city. Getting some buildings in, some residential stuff and whatnot. Really starting to make the city sprawl out into the suburbs. And that's going to create a lot of profit increase for the park as well. That will just continue to level up over time. But again, 2 major questions. Where should I put the monorail system? Give me some placements, because I'm thinking that might not be the best place for it. So we give me some placement ideas and areas of where I could place a monorail system, where it would be beneficial in the city. And second, like how we've done this, the park, kind of with the highway in between, should I add it, not everywhere, but the odd 1 or 2 spots in the downtown areas, just to kind of, reduce the noises? I mean, does it reduce the noise? That is the question. Pollution. No, I need noise pollution. So, we've got highway here, and I don't know if that buffers it. Is it buffering it? I think it can be, because it's all like, it's not sprawling out. Like if you look to like how this here kind of sticks out to there. On this side, it kind of restricts a little bit because there's a few trees and stuff in the way. So it's going to reduce noise pollution, which will be really handy for the people living around the edges of certain areas, because we have trees down there. It'd be pretty dope, wouldn't it? Well, guys, hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.